here at DreamHack San Diego, teaming alongside Sack.
The ladder picked up him, and Fred's got this drip going on here with the Queen Nai. Look at that. It's actually so sick with like the purple energy from Queen Nai, and I don't know what color scheme he's running, but wow.
Yeah, I don't know what this one is either off the top of my head, but it really just fit. It fits so well. Yeah, visually this is one of the most interesting looking games so far that we've seen today.
Vecinaa getting hit with that down signature there from Fred.
Bro, is Fred really actually nasty on it?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, I believe you.
Oh no, you beat Simple Heist in the twos.
Yeah, that's true. That's
pretty darn good. Even when it comes to a player that literally doesn't even compete, Simple's just that good at it. So Fred Fredburger and Jeff doing really well here. That Nair not taking him off the top. Queen Nai has lots of defense, and that's it's gonna be difficult to take that character out. But there we go.
Now this is really cool. Like we talked a lot about the Queen Nai, but also Vecinaa's playing Sidra, so we have like two legend specialists where like the people who play these legends kind of only play these two legends. Like if you're a Queen Nai player, you kind of only play Queen Nai or a couple of other legends.
With rare exceptions, like with Fiend having the Hattori,
yeah,
but
or Fozy having like the Zerial that he pulls out sometimes. But then also with like Sidra players kind of only play Sidra, and there's a few of them. There's like the Ninja 729, and then occasionally kind of, but it's been a minute since we've seen that.
Yeah, the cannonballs are coming out here, and Queen Nai actually has such a. This is like an artillery battle. Like there are very few characters that actually could just be like, I'm standing my ground and launching my projectiles. But Queen Nai with the snake actually like kind of evenly attacks the area where Sidra likes to stand from a neutral sig with the cannonball without getting hit by it. That's how much range Queen Nai down sig actually has. And the side stick catches the landing. Fred Fredburger's up 2-1 against Vecinaa here in game 1. Right, you trade off for that 3-speed. I'm pretty sure Queen Nai's the only 3-speed legend that you can play, if I remember correctly.
Is Roland 3?
No.
Okay.
No, Roland's not 3. I think Queen Nai is actually the only one. You can go ahead and check, but I'll say that pretty confidently. So you trade off that incredibly low speed, which affects not only your dash, but your drift, for insane force and insane defense. And that's the benefit you can get. So if you can manage with the fact that you're not be able to move as much as other characters, Fred goes down, but only after doing a ton of damage to Vecinaa on this first stock here, and a great punish with that neutral light off of that whip neutral signature.
Coming in with the side light. The neutral sig does not actually make the connection. The answer was, default is 4.
Wow. Okay.
So you could technically go into 3, but in terms of like default, you're exactly right. Queen Nai, one of the only legends with that. I'm telling you, dude, all these signatures coming out, and like, Azoth is known for the signature kit. Queen Nai is not. By any means.
Yeah. Oh, the down thing actually spikes with the side of the stage. That's like Bogart's tech.
We've definitely seen Fred Fredburger several times on stream. I definitely recognize the face now that we actually get to see him there. So he's by far anything but a random here.
Right. But Vecinaa with the
oh, dude, he nodded. Fred knew.
Okay, well, your dodge was gone. That neutral. I've played Fiend. I know how Queen Nai signatures work. He has been non-stop destroying Fred here in this game number 2. The cannon neutral sigs come up from the side of the stage there, and Fred feeling the pressure so hard that it's the first signature that we really see him let rip this game.
Oh, he's waiting, yep. Oh, look, Fred looking away from the screen.
Breathes a little bit, looks around, and he goes, did anybody see that?
Maybe chat is moving so fast they won't see that I just SD'd.
Yeah.
Now, he does have the spear coming in.
Stock. Oh, see this thing up for the weapon to get the dodge up. Talking about the spear coming in, but it's with the cannon there, and
now he goes back to guitars. And one of the scariest things that Fred had with the signature kit was specifically, he's going to take him out, and that's a 3-stock obliteration. No other way
number 2,
to describe it.
30 damage, and Fred Fredburger is going like, okay, I got.
Keeping him off spear is super important because of that spear D-sig. That gives him so much room, and it can be difficult to punish, especially like where he decides to throw it out, because it's just so big that by the time you get like up, around, and over it, he's already out of recovery frames. Meanwhile, Vecinaa has really started to figure this out completely. Almost picked that one up, but no, Fred was very careful. He stayed low so he didn't get hit by the bottom side of that anchor, but Vecinaa!
The dodge in read, gets the side light, the D-light sider as well, falls down. Now Fred's doing the anti-air with the spear on the recoveries here, but Vecinaa with that weapon throw forward, breaking the pressure coming out from the down sig, puts up the anchor, doesn't hit. Even though the damage is at a deficit for Vecinaa, I still feel like it's been non-stop Vecinaa pressure in this game number 3. Nice gravity cancel side light. He's just letting the moves fly.
Yep, you can see how many he's whiffing, but even when he whiffs them, it seems like there's enough enough space between him and Fred because maybe Fred's playing a little bit more cautious. No, he's not going to do it a third time. No shot. He's missed 2 of them. Fred has been able to avoid it and punish 2 of them, so he's not going to go for it there.
I do pressure staying there. I can see very evidently that Fred is afraid to post up and start doing these down 6, these side 6 like he's been doing. Vecinaa's going right into punish it. The dash forward with the downlights, the double downlights actually, means that Vecinaa's getting so much damage, and while Fred's on the spear, you said that this was the move, this was the weapon that he wants, but Vecinaa's just actually positioning right underneath him.
He is 100% figured out how to punish the D-Sig on that spear. His timing, knowing when he can just straight up run through it. So he just got in and did a straight up D-Light. That's going to give him some extra range. It's going to move him forward a little bit as you use that move. And this is heavy-handedly in Fred's. Okay, let's see the D-Sig. Vecinaa just
pivot neutral signature, and he did wait. And Fred actually called him out there with that D-Light. Nice job with the down signature on cannon. Throws the cannon straight at Fred as he makes it back to the stage. He tries to pivot the neutral sig on a dodge in read. Vecinaa is really just being like, okay, I'm just a better player. That's how it feels like he's playing at the moment. And Fred Fredburger has to basically adapt the way that Vecinaa did. Oh, the ground pound.
The telegraphed ground pound. That's been an interesting way that Vecinaa has been punishing that down sig, or attempting to punish that down sig, is like getting through it and then throwing out the cannonball. But for the most part, Fred has been staying low. So anytime he's really gone for the cannonball, it hasn't really made a connection. It's just kind of put a threat out there. It's really with that downlight that he's found a connection, because Fred is actually going back down to the ground right after that D-Sig.
You saw Fred reel back in his seat as he missed that downlight follow-up, where he just hits a spear downlight and doesn't do anything afterwards, missing the input of whatever he wanted. Maybe he wanted the gravity cancel neutral signature. That's something that, like, as a Queen Knight comeback mechanic. D-Light ground pound. Vecinaa just ground pounds all the way back to the stage, gets the landing animation, and Fred goes, huh? And it just hits him with the neutral sig and gets a few stuff recovery effects off the side of the stage. Oh, but Vecinaa fighting back unarmed.
It's still incredibly impressive that Fred Fredburger is tied in the set. Before that victory. Before that victory.
We've got Fred Fredburger counterpick. It's the cosmetic counterpick again, right? It kind of did it, and now Fred's doing it as well. But it's the counterpick here for game number 4.
And I mean, like, yeah, this can work for spear players, but really, I'm kind of more worried about if Fred tries to retreat up to those soft platforms. I'm worried about cannon nairs. I'm worried about cannon extensions from Vecinaa. I'm worried about D-Light nairs. If he picks that up on the first level of soft platforms or the second level of soft platforms, he's going to take him out so early.
Yeah, the nair comes through. He's slide charging all the way off the neutral sig. D-Light recovery will just do it, and Queen Eye never died. Doesn't apply. Just sticking on the side of the stage.
And now we're seeing a much more confident lead that we expected. Okay, he kind of waited on that, did the jump before going in for the ground pound, but it will not matter.
Dare goes in for the recovery. Can Fred? Okay, Fred does make it back, does get the recovery, but look at how much damage Fred took during that whole exchange.
Not enough to take off the top over in the corner. Vecinaa could be taking out this second stock from Fred pretty soon. Not on Fred.
A little bit more damage.
Yeah, just a little bit more. Or maybe if he gets it off of one of the top soft platforms, could be picking that up. I don't think Vecinaa's sweating this too much. There's the anchor. It's been a minute.
Weapon throw, and now Vecinaa up 3 stocks to 1. I mean, still in that Queen Eye and still having difficulty knocking out these stocks, even off the top.
It started off kind of feeling like a tug of war, and then it continued like the tug of war when you start to kind of upset the other side and they lose balance, and you start pulling them a little bit more, and then all of a sudden they completely lose their center of balance, and you really start to tug on that rope, and you start bringing them towards that middle area, and then they're done. Vecinaa has more than a full stock lead. He's hitting the anchors now, going in with the ground pound. The dodge came out from Fred.
Yeah, goes in with that neutral light, gets it there. Chase dodges all the way through, tries to catch the landing. Fred doesn't actually drift where Vecinaa expected, but that doesn't matter. He dodged that weapon throw. The tentacle comes out. It's a bait. He wants the landing with the neutral light right afterwards. And now Fred Fredburger, can he get anything? No, the pivot into the neutral light. And Vecinaa slides all the way down, gets the dare, goes to the gravity cancel side light. Recovery hits, and the D-Light recovery could do it. Doesn't space it correctly, but doesn't matter. Look at Vecinaa with the spike off the top of the stage.
Dude.
And Fred Fredburger with a nod and a smile goes down.